It does feel like all the other stories combined, but just in the 80s. That's what I'm getting from it.
Will that save the movie? What's up, and welcome to None of This Really Matters, where the debate of Pluto being a planet or a giant hunk of ice in space is a heated one, yet not on this channel.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Ryan.
Today we are going to do another trailer reaction. Today's trailer, Transformers Bumblebee.
The Transformers soft reboot, I think that's what they're going for here. I don't know how to feel about this. That's why I want to watch it with everybody today.
I'd say so. I think we're going to get a lot of differing opinions because I think everyone's got a firm stance on this movie.
So, Transformers was the greatest show growing up to watch when you were a kid in the 80s. And then back in the early 2000s, there was a pretty good movie with Shia LaBeouf, but then it kind of fell downhill, at least for me. None of the other movies did really well, and then they brought in Mark Wahlberg, and they just kind of made everything a mess with dinosaurs and Transformers. It was a mess.
This is where Saturday morning cartoons had its very beginning. If you would watch Saturday morning cartoons, you would watch Transformers and all sorts of other shows. Now they had movies, and the first one I really liked growing up, but then they slowly dropped off and were disappointing. But the soft reboot of this one, I feel has a fighting chance, though I am not very excited for it.
Really, because neither am I. So,
but now we're going to talk about the reboot for it, and I personally hope that they're going to stick to the 1980s feel, the motif of all that, because that's what I'm really into. But I feel like it may not live up to the hype.
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It'll be really interesting to see. So far, it's got a lot of nostalgic overtones. Will they keep to it? Let's check it out and find out for ourselves.
San Fran.
I'm Charlie Watson. I'm 18. Today, actually.
It's cool that they're bringing girls in here.
Is the beetle
Yes.
for sale?
You know, Bumblebee was a beetle in the cartoons.
Happy birthday.
Our mom had a cart just like that. That would scare the crap out of me.
I'd pee my pants.
Oh my god. What are you?
Christmas.
So you have no idea where he came from?
No idea.
Afro.
Well,
Here's the deal.
Hey, we've been
People
there.
can be
that Redwood?
terrible.
Yeah.
about things they don't
Oh,
do.
Cena! You can't see him.
The only person you can show yourself around is me.
Say it in the face.
Oh, I'm good. No, I'm good, thanks.
That's Starscream.
Oh, dude, this is the 80s. They can't be back
There's a
again.
war raging on our planet. If this criminal isn't found, that war may find its way here.
Is there anyone that can help you? Do you have a family?
Oh, you.
Oh, who but me?
Oh, nice.
They're calling an army.
I've seen firsthand, these things really are.
Optimus Prime!
There is only one way to end
Man,
this
they're bringing
war.
him back. Oh, look, that was from the
Protect
cartoons.
Earth and its people.
Take it down!
My back, me!
Get chills. Get chills.
Yeah.
This is how we stop them.
Man, CGI has come a long way.
Yeah.
And I'm not going anywhere.
And maybe not there.
He's a tiny guy, but he's a scrappy guy.
Tiny guy.
God, I'm so screwed.
Just like every other Transformers movie before it, this one looks intense, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Sorry. The trailers are always super awesome when it comes to the Transformers. They're always action-packed, the music is always really powerful, then the movie comes out and I don't love it very much.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this trailer is just a really big hype up for the movie. Will the movie actually stand up to what a trailer like this was giving us? I actually liked the trailer. It was pretty interesting. Did it get me psyched? Not really. It's kind of like every other Transformers movie I've ever seen.
Just like every other Transformer movie out there, they weigh heavily on the CGI because you can't get a robot out there to do this kind of stuff. So let's hope that the CGI isn't overbearing and just too much for you to handle.
Like I said while we were watching it, they've changed. I mean, you can see the evolution of the CGI within the last Transformers and this one. They're definitely going in a different route, but too much CGI is way too much for me to take. There's really anything different except for he's a Beetle and there's a Cena and there's more nostalgic feeling to this one than any of the other ones could have ever had. I feel like
it does feel like all the other stories combined, but just in the 80s. That's what I'm getting from it.
I mean, will that save the movie? I mean, are the Transformers fan base that loyal to be like, this is the movie that we've all been waiting for? I don't know, because I'm not one of those. Will it do good? Probably not.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for this trailer reaction. We hope you enjoyed it. Leave us a comment down below if you want to see more or certain titles that you want us to react to. We love to hear from you guys. Please don't be afraid to leave us a like, send us a tweet, whatever you want to do.
And as always, if you haven't subscribed to us and you like the nerdy lifestyle, I would consider subscribing because we do a lot of stuff here like video games, board games, comic books, movies, and more. And if that is what you like, maybe consider subscribing because that's your thing.
But if you don't want to, it doesn't really matter because in the end, none of this really matters.